Good morning to all my dear students. This is your chemistry class and today we are going to start revision from the very first topic of the chapter number 2, that is elements, compounds and mixtures. And in this video we are going to study about matter, types of matter, composition of matter, that is element, and then the classification of elements. First one is the metals and the second one is the non-metals. So let's start our video.
I hope you know about matter. What is matter? Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. For example, this is a pen. Is this a matter or not? Yes, this is a matter because it has mass also and it occupies space also. So this is an example of matter. If I ask you that this apple is a matter or not, so your answer will be yes, this is a matter. But why? Because this has mass also and occupies space also. So this apple is an example of matter. Now let's proceed further. Types of matter. How many types of matter? Matter is of 3 types. First one is solid, second one is liquid, and the third one is gas, that is everywhere around us. Let us proceed first solid. So what is solid? What do you mean by solid? Solid is that is hard. So like a wooden block, a rubber band, rice flour, sugar, sand, etc. are some examples of solid. I can show you sugar. This is an example of solid. This is an example of solid. A solid has definite shape and has fixed volume. A solid has definite shape also and fixed volume. It can be rigid or flexible. ये rigid भी हो सकता है और flexible भी हो सकता है. Hard और soft. Hard भी हो सकता है और soft भी. Compressible और non-compressible. And light or heavy. These are some properties of solid. Let us proceed with liquid. Liquid is water we drink is a example of liquid. Juice, milk, oil, tea, etc. are some examples of liquid. A liquid has fixed volume, but it doesn't have fixed shape because liquid take the shape of the container in which they are poured. Look at this glass. In this, liquid has fixed volume. But when I poured this water into this container, volume is fixed but the shape has been changed. So, liquid has fixed volume but doesn't have a fixed shape. Next is gas. Gas is everywhere around us. Air, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, steam, hydrogen, etc. are the some examples of gas. You know that we inhale oxygen and release carbon dioxide. These are the gases. A gas has neither fixed volume or nor definite shape. These are some properties of gases, that gas has neither fixed volume or nor definite shape. Gases can not be placed in open container. You don't keep the gas in open container. Most of the gases we cannot see with naked eyes. Have you seen the oxygen with naked eyes? Your answer will be no. You never see the oxygen with naked eyes. Next, we will see the intermolecular space that is between solids, liquids and gases. Let us see the first container. This is a solid. The molecules of solid are closely packed. There is no intermolecular space between them, or you can say that there is very less space between them. When we further move into liquids, then the intermolecular space between the two molecules increases. So, in case of gases, the intermolecular forces as compared to liquid more increases. These are loosely bound molecules. So, in solid, all the molecules are tightly packed. In liquid, as compared to solid, these are less tightly packed. In gases, these are loosely packed. So, let's proceed further. Composition of matter. Mainly, there are two compositions of matter. First is pure substances and the second one is the mixture. Pure substances further divided into elements and compounds, and mixture is further divided into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Let us proceed first. Pure substances. First one is element. Element. An element is the simplest form of matter that cannot be further broken down using any chemical means. जिसको हम क्या नहीं कर सकते, further नहीं कर सकते, that is called element. This is a simplest form that cannot be broken through chemical changes. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, gold, nitrogen, carbon, iron, copper, etc. These cannot be split into simpler substances. They are already exist in simplest form. So these are the examples of elements. Elements are the simplest form of matter that cannot be further broken down. Next is elements further classified into metals and non-metals. Can you give me the daily life example of metal and non-metals? I can tell you. आप क्या करते हो, आप स्कूल वैन्स में स्कूल जाते हो, ठीक है. सो जो बॉडी होती है वैन की, दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ मेटल्स एंड द सीट्स आर मेड अप ऑफ नॉन मेटल्स. सो दिस इज द example of metals and non-metals. Firstly is metals. Mostly metals are solid at room temperature, but in chemistry there are some exceptions also. So in metals, the exception is in the case of mercury, because all the metals are solid at room temperature, but mercury is one that is liquid at room temperature. So we can say that metals mainly solid at room temperature, but only mercury is liquid at room temperature. Another examples of metal are gold, silver, aluminium, copper and lead. These are the few examples of metals. Now properties of metals. First property is luster. Luster means shine. Metals such as gold and silver are used to make jewelry due to its lustrous nature. Mainly jewelry is formed through gold, silver. So because these are the lustrous substances. Next is good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals such as copper and aluminium. These are used to make electrical cables. Why these are used for electrical cables? Because these are good conductor of heat and electricity. They can easily pass electricity through them. So that's why these are used for the electrical cables. Next is strength. Mainly the metals are strong and hard. Like the metal iron. Iron is the strongest metal and the hardest metal. Next property is sonorous. Sonorous means that is producing sound. Something that produces sound is sonorous in nature. Metals are used to make bells due to their sonorous nature. जो metals होती हैं वो किस में यूज़ की जाती हैं? बेल्स बनाने के लिए. तो ये क्या होती हैं? sonorous in nature. Next is malleability. Malleability means metals are beaten into thin sheets. We have to beat the metals into thin sheets. So these are malleable in nature. Next property is ductility. Means converted into thin wires. Mainly metals. We have to convert these metals into thin wires like copper and nickel. These can be stretched and we can change them into wires. So metals are ductile in nature. Next property is high boiling and melting point. Metals mainly have high boiling and melting point like tungsten and molybdenum. These are the metals and are the building materials at power plants due to this property. Because they have high boiling and melting points, so these are used as a building materials at power plants. Next is non-metals. Non-metals are like carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur and bromine. These are the some common examples of non-metals. Let us proceed their properties. First one is non-lustrous or dull looking. We know that metals are lustrous in nature, but the non-metals are dull in nature except graphite and iodine. Because we know that in chemistry there are few exceptions also. So with the exception, graphite and iodine is lustrous, and except these all non-metals are dull. Bad conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are bad conductor of electricity except graphite. There is one more exception, that graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. It is a non-metal. But non-metals mainly have bad conductor of electricity. So this is the exceptional case. Strength. These are not hard. Like metals are mainly hard, but non-metals are not hard. Next property is non-malleability. Malleability means that is beaten into sheets. So non-metals do not form thin sheets. So these are non-malleable. Next property is non-sonorous. Sonorous means producing sound. So metals are used for sonority. So these are producing sound. But non-metals does not produce any sound. That is like metals. Sixth one is non-ductility. Ductility property means that something changes into wire. Ductile means that changes into wire. But non-metals do not form thin wires as that of metals. I hope you will be clarify all these points. Thanks for watching this video.